Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's setup is a bit different. I haven't filmed a video for this channel for a while because I was getting married and then I went on my honeymoon and I am now back. But today I wanted to kind of chat with you guys while I get ready for the day. I feel like I haven't just sat and talked to you guys about what's been going on in my life for a while, and I feel like I want to update you guys on the direction that my channel is going to be taking and just a bunch of things that I want to talk about. So this is probably going to be a pretty lengthy video because I'm going to be chatting with you guys as I get ready and do my makeup. My skin has been breaking out a bit. I really think it was just stress from getting married and then going on an airplane and being in a different climate, but I have also been testing out some new skincare recently to see if it helps clear up my skin, and I used it today and it's feeling very nice. I'm probably going to share more of that with you guys in a later video. I want to test it out thoroughly. So for my base, I am going to be using this Supergoop CC cream. This product I brought on my honeymoon because it's SPF 35 and it just worked wonderfully. And it's a little light for my skin right now because I did get the tiniest bit of tan. Not so much on my face, but my arms are a lot darker than my face right now. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this. I normally wouldn't probably put this on every day if I knew I wasn't going to be outside or going outside the house or anything. But I really just loved the way this evened out my skin tone on vacation. And it was super easy to put on, and it was just like my SPF. It's very light coverage. I'm not going to put a lot on because, like I said, I'm not really planning on doing much outside the house. I have a lot of videos I'm trying to get filmed today, and trying to like unpack my suitcase and get all my stuff cleaned. I'm gonna zoom you guys in for the rest. Next, I'm gonna be using the concealer that I just recently purchased. I have purchased a couple of new products recently, mostly to use for my wedding makeup, which I will be doing a video on. I'm going to be using the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This is what I used the day of the wedding, and this is what I used all throughout my honeymoon, and I really like it, and I've been blending it with a brush on my spots. Under my eyes, I just blend it out with my finger. And of course, I'm having a few breakouts from my trip, but nothing that a little concealer can't fix. And for the most part, like if I have a little bit of redness, I don't go crazy trying to cover it. I did on my wedding, I did a bit more of a coverage. So let us chat. I am now married. Hashtag married life. And there's just some stuff I want to update you guys on. So we did have a wedding video, and I've been debating on whether or not I'm going to put that on my YouTube channel. I'm going to watch it first. I don't know when that's going to be coming, but I'm going to watch it first and then decide if I'm going to post it. If you guys would be interested in seeing our wedding video, just let me know in the comments. I'm sure a lot of you would be interested. I love watching those videos. I probably will post it. I just have to see if some other people mind who are in the video. And so that's really it for concealer. Pretty minimal. probably won't be getting that video until like December, because that's when I'm supposed to get all of my photos, and I am going to be sharing some of those in a video with you guys, but all of that stuff is not coming until like December, so it's going to be a little while. So next I'm going to be using this Neutrogena Shine Control Power. Now, majority of my makeup is cruelty-free except for some of my base products, and that is because I just have such reactive skin. And Neutrogena, the Neutrogena like line of base products really doesn't bother my skin that much, and it's what I used to use in high school, and I was having a really tough time finding makeup to wear for the wedding because stuff was breaking me out and I just wasn't finding anything that I liked the look of. So I did start using a few of the Neutrogena face products, and I'll be completely transparent with you guys. I really try cruelty-free where I can, and like I said, I think all of my other products are cruelty-free except for a few of my base products. So I am not probably going to repurchase this. I'm probably going to try and find something better, but it was super like crunch time and I needed to find stuff to wear on the day of my wedding, and I panicked and I bought stuff that I knew wouldn't break my skin out. So I'm probably gonna look for something else after I use that up, but I did buy it, so I want to completely use it and not waste it. So a couple of things I want to talk about for the channel. I do have a couple of new video ideas that I want to incorporate, specifically a new series on my channel called Wife Talk, where I talk about things that are currently relevant in my life as a wife. And I don't know, I have a couple of video ideas for that series, and I just feel like I need to start making videos that pertain to my life now, because I think that's where I started to struggle. I wasn't posting as much because I really just was at a weird spot in my life. I was planning my wedding, but I'm still living at home, and I am married now and still living at home. It just is kind of the circumstances that we are in right now, which I'll go into more detail in a little bit. But I just really didn't know what kind of content to post, and I didn't feel like I was portraying kind of the way my life is right now. And not that I was being fake, it was just that I didn't feel like you guys would be interested in kind of seeing or hearing me talk about just where I'm at in life, because I am not kind of in the same spot as a lot of other YouTubers my age, if that makes sense. And I think that just comes down to like I have to stop comparing myself to other YouTubers and just focus on my own thing and just be me in my videos, because that is what you guys are here for, I hope. That was the It Brow Power, the It Cosmetics brow pencil. I got this as like a free sample, but I like it. I really am not particular on brow products though. I'm going to use my 100% pure eye pencil for the eyes. I love this thing. I don't think they make it anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do because I use this all the freaking time. I've used this in a lot of my tutorials too, but I'm actually going to use the highlighter side as like an all over lid look. My channel's still going to focus kind of on the same aspects of like thrifting, some makeup here and there, some minimalism. I have a few like minimalism videos that I want to film. Still gonna do like capsule wardrobe stuff, have that stuff coming up soon. This season's capsule, I think I'm just gonna combine because I had to leave out all my summer clothes so that I could pack for my honeymoon, which was in Florida. So I had to leave out most of my summer stuff, and I am like just now getting back and I need to pull out my sweaters and my fall stuff. So it's a little bit weird because I don't have like anything to wear right now because all my stuff is in storage. So I think I'm going to be filming that video probably tomorrow so that I can get my stuff out. And then the one thing I really wanted to bring up with you guys is I've been hemming and hawing, going back and forth on whether or not I should create a Patreon account for this channel. I don't love to do sponsored content. I've actually only ever done 2 sponsored videos on this channel, ever. And when I refer to sponsored content, I'm mainly talking about where a company is paying me to review a product or mention their product or something like that. And the reason I've only ever done 2 is because, one, my channel isn't huge. A lot of people who want to work with me, brands specifically, just want me to review their stuff for free in return of receiving free product, which I really just don't want to do because I'm not some kind of commercial actress who is just here to sell you stuff, and that's really not the main focus of my channel. I do, however, accept things that I think would make for a very cool video and things that I would actually buy myself, but I just really don't like having to work out deals for sponsored content and stuff like that. I don't have a manager or anything like that. I manage this entire channel myself. I would like to not have to do a lot of sponsored content, and that's where Patreon comes in, where basically you as my subscribers would be sponsoring this channel, and of course I would have incentives for wanting to do that, things that I could do. If you have any ideas for incentives, leave them down in the comments down below. I'd of course put your names in the screens, I'd give you shout outs, all of that kind of stuff. So I've been thinking about it. At first I didn't really love Patreon, but then I thought, well, if it gave my subscribers a chance to sponsor my content over a company, then I don't have to promote products to you guys. I would probably still accept a few unsponsored collaborations with companies. So if a company that I really, again, wholeheartedly agreed with and wanted to promote their products, like I have reached out to a couple companies. So like, for example, I did a vapor beauty collaboration, and I actually reached out to them and asked them if they'd want to work with my channel. So I would probably still continue to do a few of those, but I wouldn't do a lot. I would refrain from sponsored content where they actually pay me. Now, I would probably take a huge hit of how much money I could make off my channel, but I think if my Patreon did well enough, I wouldn't have to do sponsored content. So nothing is concrete. I'd really love to get your guys' feedback on this. You guys know I've always been open about talking about sponsorships and making money on YouTube. Like, I love creating videos, but I'm also 25 and newly married and wanting to move out of my parents' house and buy a house, so I do like to be able to supplement my income for all of the hard work of filming and editing and posting and managing my social media that I put into it. So I'm just trying to figure out how the best way for me to earn income by doing this is. So if it's Patreon, then it's Patreon. If it's sponsored content, then it's sponsored content. But I would love to get your guys' input, because ultimately you can decide whether or not I do a Patreon. It's completely up to you. So that's where I'm at with that, which kind of brings me into the next thing, which I just mentioned, which is trying to move out. I'm going to be using this new product. It's the Pixie by Petra Sheer Cheek Gel. It's a new product I wanted to try out. So my husband and I, we live in New Jersey, which is one of the most expensive states to live in, unfortunately. And we do want to stay here. because all of our family is here. My parents are here, his parents are here. We both come from large families, and all of our family is here. And ultimately, when we have children, which we have talked about, we do want children, we want them to be surrounded by their family. And I really would hate to be away from my parents when I have a child, because it would be their first and only grandchild, because because I don't have any siblings, and I would hate to take away that experience from them of having a grandchild and being able to see them. And unfortunately, it is just very, very expensive here. My husband has a good job, but he is at like a starting level, so like he doesn't make as much as he potentially will in the future. So that's kind of something we are having to deal with, knowing that he will eventually make more money, but right now that he's not. I kind of like this. It's very sheer. So we have to pick something that is in our current price range right now, which is very, very limited. There is not a lot available for our price range, and we know we are going to have to be getting we know we're going to have to get a fixer-upper, which is actually something we are looking forward to. And my husband and my father are both in like a trade, so they have the skills to handle a fixer-upper, which is very nice because then we don't have to hire out a lot of work. I really like this. I did have to use a bit more than I thought, but I do like this blush. I think it looks nice on camera. Hopefully it's not too dark. Hopefully you can see everything. So we have begun the process to start looking. We are going through the process of getting pre-qualified for a mortgage. So that is where we've been at. We've looked at a couple of houses. Unfortunately, I've looked at 4 houses, I think, and they all sold or were sold when I went to go look at them, and they just weren't, they were in the process of being sold, so our realtor didn't know until he called to find information on them. But the one I really liked, and I even took like video of it, and I was like, ooh, I can include this in a house hunting video, which I will be doing, but I didn't include it because it was sold, so it wasn't even a contender. But that is where we are at right now. We are looking at houses. We're taking our time just because, honestly, there isn't a lot out there, and unfortunately the stuff in our price range gets bought a lot by people who want to flip houses, so they pay cash, and we don't have that, so we're kind of at a disadvantage. So it's another reason why I've really been wanting to dive into making more videos, because if I can supplement our income in any way, it just helps us be able to move out even more. So we are at the point where we're just working, saving everything, and just trying to find something. But I know that there is something out there for us, and it's just waiting, and timing it's all going to just fall into place. Just don't know how long it's going to take. But I will have more videos about that, like the house hunting process, because I think it's interesting, and I don't know, I just think it's fun to watch. So next I'm going to do some mascara, just using my good old Pacifica Stellar Gaze mascara. It kind of feels nice to be able to talk to you guys about this stuff, because I haven't really mentioned any of it to you before, and I want to be honest with you guys, I would love this channel to just like take off and us be able to just afford something. That would be like the ultimate dream come true. But I'm a big believer of like putting what you want out there and working towards it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting the fact that I would love to find a house within the year of 2020. And I would love for this channel to continue to grow and be a source of supplemented income for my family. And I'm just excited to see where this year takes us, because it's a lot of new things, a lot of exciting things, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to share some of these things with you guys. So I think next I'm just gonna use my lip and cheek stain by Herb Apothecary. This is from an Etsy shop. I'm almost out of this, but I think that is all I'm gonna do. Very, very simple everyday makeup. I don't want a lot of makeup just because I am planning on cleaning, filming, doing a couple of around the house things today. So here is the finished makeup look. Do a bit of a pan for you to see. It's very natural, very minimal. Something you could very, very easily recreate at home. Really liked this. This was a new try for me. Happily, pleasantly surprised. They have other colors too. This was in the color Rosy, and it's by Pixie, so you can just get it at Target, and Pixie is cruelty free. And I think that is everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I know it was kind of rambly, but if you guys enjoy these Get Ready With Me's, I'd love to do more of them. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because I have a lot of new videos planned, a lot of new content coming at you, and hit that notification bell, because honestly the subscribe button doesn't do anything anymore. It really doesn't. If you want to be notified of when I post, the notification bell is the way to go, because it'll actually give you a little notification at the top of your page every single time I post a video, so you won't miss a single one. And if you did like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.